TV soap News and Spoilers say that the recent shocking attack on EJ DiMera has stirred up more questions than answers, especially as one key character is emerging as a surprisingly suspicious figure in this dramatic puzzle: Chad DiMera. On the surface, Chad and EJ have been playing the part of civil DiMera brothers. Their complicated history, riddled with betrayal and forgiveness, has settled, or so it seemed. But in Salem, appearances often hide sinister truths. In a stunning twist, fans are now wondering, could Chad, the same man who rushed EJ to the hospital after he was shot, actually be the one who pulled the trigger? A brother's loyalty, or a perfect alibi? Let's break it down. When EJ was discovered clinging to life after a gunshot wound, Chad was right there, acting the hero, calling for help, and even staying by his brother's side in the hospital. But is it possible that Chad's sudden appearance was part of a carefully orchestrated cover-up? What if he wasn't just the rescuer, but the attacker, cleverly disguised as a concerned sibling? After all, in Salem, nothing is what it seems. Chad has always been a master of compartmentalization, the charming family man by day, the ruthless DiMera strategist when pushed to the edge. While he's certainly grown more moral over the years, the trauma of Abigail's death, his family's dark legacy, and EJ's manipulations might have quietly pushed him toward a breaking point. Could Chad have snapped? The suspicious Leo Stark factor. What adds an extra layer of suspicion is Chad's reaction, or lack thereof, to Leo Stark's ongoing tabloid coverage of EJ. If Chad truly cared about protecting EJ, wouldn't he have put a stop to Leo's relentless gossip pieces? Instead, Chad has been unusually silent. Some fans believe that silence is more than just indifference. It's strategic. By allowing Leo to smear EJ publicly, Chad may have been softening the blow of a larger plan. Discrediting EJ in the court of public opinion before removing him entirely? That's classic DiMera strategy. Could it be that Chad has been slowly turning public sentiment against EJ to clear the path for his own DiMera dominance? Is this a power move cloaked in brotherly concern? EJ's coma, a silent accusation? One of the most chilling aspects of this theory is EJ's sudden deterioration. After Chad brought him to the hospital and Kayla Johnson reported he was in stable condition, EJ took a terrifying turn, falling into a coma. But before that coma hit, did EJ try to communicate something? Some fans have speculated that EJ's last conscious moments were filled with urgency, perhaps even fear. Did he try to point the finger at Chad? Could his brain have been racing to expose the truth? We may never know, at least not until he wakes up. If EJ does regain consciousness, will he accuse his own brother? Or worse, will he remain silent out of fear that no one will believe him, or that the consequences of revealing Chad's betrayal would shatter the already fragile DiMera family? Motive, means, and opportunity. Let's not forget that Chad has all three. Motive? Years of pent-up resentment. EJ has long been a thorn in Chad's side, often undermining him or walking the fine line between ally and enemy. Means? Chad's access to weapons and his connection to the DiMera security network would make it shockingly easy to plan such an attack without being caught. Opportunity? Chad's presence at the scene and timing of his appearance is almost too convenient. What if he staged the whole thing? In fact, Chad's quick call for help, his public concern, and his constant hospital visits could be part of a flawless smokescreen, the perfect mask for a guilty conscience. What's next? A darker Chad DiMera emerges? Whether or not Chad pulled the trigger, this theory opens up deliciously dark possibilities. What if Chad did attack EJ, not just out of revenge, but to take control of the DiMera empire once and for all? What if his grief over Abigail has fractured his moral compass and allowed a darker side to emerge? And what if Chad has orchestrated the whole thing so carefully no one will ever suspect him, except EJ, trapped in a coma and unable to speak? We've seen characters fall, redeem themselves, and fall again. But if Chad is truly responsible, this would be one of Days of Our Lives' most shocking betrayals yet. It would force fans to reconsider everything they thought they knew about the good DiMera, and it would turn the once noble Chad into a cold, calculating force capable of silencing his own blood. Final thoughts. Is Chad guilty or just misunderstood? Of course, this could all be a red herring, a psychological twist to keep viewers guessing. Maybe Chad really is innocent. Maybe someone else wants to frame him. Maybe Leo knows more than he's saying. Or maybe a deeper DiMera conspiracy is at play. But one thing's for sure, this isn't over. If EJ wakes up and points the finger, Salem may never be the same again. So what do you think? Is Chad a heartbroken hero, or a hidden villain waiting to be exposed? Our TV channel Soap News and Spoilers is the place for those who want to know how the Salem story goes, as well as great Days of Our Lives updates and news. So subscribe to our channel to get what you want. Bye-bye.